Are you struggling on offense in college football 26? Or more likely, you're just overwhelmed by the sheer amount of playbooks that you have available? Well, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down quickly 5 of the best playbooks in the game to get you started online. But I will warn you, if you skip any of these playbooks and don't weigh all your options, it could be the reason why you're just stuck in one offense and can't really seem to break out of a slow start. But don't forget to go down below, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as we jump into this, and let's jump right into it. Alright, so like I just said, there's like 134, probably even more with the alternate playbooks. There's a lot of choices you can go with, but these are going to change throughout the year. But right now, I think that these are going to be the top 5 playbooks that you can start with. So we're going to be going through some of my favorite plays in these playbooks. So we're going to start number 5, the Alabama playbook. They have trips, so you're going to have your plays like QB strong power, RPO, read wide flat. That's a very frustrating RPO that you can really deal with, and so that's going to be, what we just start with here. So they set RPOs, they made them better, but they're still really good. You see it right there. You're just reading this outside defender, and then boom, you're just throwing this RPO out here to your tight end. It's gonna be very consistent, even because this, you also have the bubble on the other side, and that's kind of traditional where you're looking on this play. But I think the flat is really good. And so also another thing is, if they just run cover 2, you catch people in cover 2 all the time here in this game, well, you're just going to be able to throw this little fade to the outside, possession catch, easy touchdown. So honestly, Alabama playbook number 5, really just their trips. I mean, obviously you have other formations like bunch open offset, bunch quads offset. Gun tight open is pretty good, especially with these little cheat motions, these orbit motions. I think they really did a better job of making tight open pretty good this year with those auto motion plays. But yeah, that's going to be the Alabama playbook number 5. A great option. It was really good last year, and it's really, really good again. All right, so I know I have South Alabama right here, but this is actually going to be the Kentucky Wildcats playbook. And this is one of some of the pro players' favorite playbooks. Bunch strong offset, obviously with one of the best playbooks last year. It's really good again. You have plays like motion deep post, you have plays like dagger. It's kind of the same thing. There's no there's no wide sail, but they do have wide trail, which is pretty good. They still have again another RPO. That's kind of the staple of a lot of these offenses, is they have really good RPOs. Now, I don't think this RPO is as good as the one that I showed you earlier from the Alabama playbook, but it's still a good little mix in with if you're going to be using this bunch strong offset. Obviously, you always are going to have your double corner out route combination, which is going to be pretty good against cover 3 if your quarterback wants to hit a wide open target. But when you combine all of this stuff, look at all these motions and stuff from bunch open offset, bunch spread nasty. This is something that I'll even have to take a look at myself, because yeah, bunch spread nasty has some pretty good plays this year with these auto motions. So it's kind of a common theme. Also, you have trips, tight end offset, tripped over, and then also you can punch the ball into the goal line with some pretty good red zone plays here. I would have the Kentucky Wildcats playbook at 4. Alright, so at number 3, we're going to have the Houston Cougars playbook. And if you guys watched the YouTube short I dropped at the beginning, like on the first day of the game, I actually had this playbook at 1 kind of thing. No one's really running it, surprisingly. Maybe I should just leave it at 1, but we're going to have it at 3 right here. Trips tight end. I really like their trips. You have curl flat. You have verticals like we talked about earlier, which is a wide open touchdown against cover 2. And then you also have an RPO bubble. You have this cool play called X-Spot, which is a pretty good zone beater. We'll go ahead and call it right here. It doesn't really matter the zone coverage. We'll just go ahead and put them in cover 3, and you're going to be able to see right here that X route just sits in a good spot in the zone. Nothing crazy, but it is pretty frustrating, especially when people switch up their coverages, right? So let's just say they are going to try to man up the running back. Well, when you go ahead and man up the running back, now that's even more wide open. So this really takes advantage of people where if you can get them to make adjustments, but you can also quick snap them, this play is going to be pretty good. But then you could see you can also put B on a shriek right here. And if we go ahead and leave them in a cover 2 defense, you're going to be able to throw that on the sideline and bring that pass in. So that play X-Spot pretty good from trips. And then also you have bunch tight end. That's another reason. When you have trip tight end, bunch tight end, same playbook, same formation, same playbook, very deadly. Also, you have we'll go ahead and put another play for you guys. That's the thing with this. I don't just want to talk about what plays are good. I'll show you guys as well. So with this, all I would do, you have a cool little orbit motion. So this is going to be pretty good against man coverage. So or zone actually. If you go ahead, they're in a cover 2 right here, all the way in motion. And so then you're just look at that's beautiful. That is football right there. You motion him over, he runs over the top of the cloud flat, and then you're able to throw it. And the reason why that's going to work, we look at the replay, is because we're able to hold this safety right here in the middle with our tight end tree. And they're in a lot of playbooks this year. Not to mention, you also have, as you guys know, you guys watched the channel last year, tight slot tap back week. My dream playbook, my dream formation here. I'm actually not running it this year. I don't like to run stuff 2 years in a row, but you know, it is still really good, right? All you really need to do, call play like flood, put X on a shriek, and against cover 3, I mean, just look at that. Although that corner, I didn't really run that good right there, but he's still going to be wide open on the sideline. So Houston playbook, it's going to be number 3, but it could easily be 1. It has 3 of the best formations, and I actually think it has number Y up close that I just forgot to talk about here. And number Y up close is actually still, it's still one of the best formations in the game, especially with this play like escape, like red zone scissors, like Y sail. They have power read, so you can still do a lot with number Y up close. So honestly, 4 of the best formations in the game. You also have pistol, you also have single back to punch the ball in the red zone. So this playbook, Houston at number 3, is really a complete playbook. Alright, at number 2 here, we're going to have the Bowling Green Falcons, their playbook. So they have number Y up close with honestly some pretty good plays. Take the snap again right here, and you're just going to have that open. And this quarterback is trash, but you can see it's wide open. So this play, really good. Really makes normal Y up close really good again. When you have also trip tight end, like I said, we have X spot right here. We have PA shot wheel, which is a pretty good man beater. Curl flat again. You have a counter. And then really bunch offset. That's really what this playbook can be good for. This read option, if you guys have played Madden in the past, you guys know about this read option. But yeah, this bunch offset, it's good, but it's not like, I'm pretty sure that there's better bunches that we're going to talk about with the number 1 playbook here in this game. But bunch offset, pretty good. Bunch strong offset, also pretty good. Having flood, having wide trail, having dagger, having duo, pretty much the same kind of meta bunch strong offset that we've seen in previous years. And then bunch tight end again right here. They don't have the little orbit motion play, but they do have one of my favorite plays, tight end corner against man coverage, against zone coverage. That's good. RPOs, curl flat corner, everything could really ask for. Honestly, just a lot of simple plays that are always going to be pretty good, right? So we go ahead and put them in any generic zone defense right here. All we're doing, looking right up the seam to our tight end. They don't have a vert hook there. I talk about it all the time in Madden 24. Really, if they don't, really even every year, if there's not a vert hook right there, or that guy's not manned up, you throw that every time. The first read should pretty much always be an instant throw to the tight end if you're going to call verticals. So honestly, and then you can also look right here, we're going to be able to throw that crosser right in front of that defender. So Bowling Green playbook number 2, a ton of good plays, no Y up close, bunch offset, bunch strong offset, bunch spread, whatever you want to go to. I'd have Bowling Green number 2 just because of the sheer versatility in their plays. Alright, so if you guys watch any of my gameplay clips so far on TikTok, here on YouTube, whatever it might be, you guys would know I'm currently running this UCLA bunch. I'm going to be dropping a game plan over at victoryformation.gg within the next week on this. I think this is really good. Like I said, there's a lot of really good playbooks in this game, but I really like to keep it simple on offense. I'm not really a huge audible around a whole lot guy. I have been in the past, but I just like to keep it simple at this point in my career, honestly. Just run one offense, keep it simple, try to dot up. I like clear out. I like deep attack. I like vert. I tried dash flood. I didn't really think it was amazing. You do get your tight end blocking stock, but I don't really think it's that useful. Bunch trail's pretty good. One of my favorite plays, FL pivot. And then if we go to when we need to punch the ball in the red zone, stretch. inside zone split, and then also having like wing slot, deuce close. Those are pretty good. But you know, for those of y'all that stuck around to watch the end of this video, I'll give you guys a nice little cover 3 beater. I don't think I'm really breaking any news here with this play, so we'll go ahead and put it on display. Now, I said cover 3 beater. This really can beat any zone defense. All you want to do, put your RB receiver on a streak, take the snap, and then just look at that. Really, Nico really got hit pretty bad right there. But it's really weird in this game how deep halves covered this play. Just look at this. This deep half that's a deep half, and he's all the way out here stopping the outside receiver fade. So it really just makes it easy for you to just throw an inside shriek to the RB receiver. So we go through it once again. You're gonna need time in the pocket. I'm spawning off the rush because I don't really care, but you're able to see, boom, right down the middle, complete the pass, easy touchdown. It's wide open. In Ultimate Team, it's also open. It's just a little bit tighter of a window because your quarterback probably can't throw the ball as far. But here in Road to CFP in practice mode, it's going to be great for you, Dynasty, whatever it is. It's just a really good play. And yeah, that's a treat for you guys that stayed to watch. But again, clear out gun bunch, one of the best. I have it at number 1 in the game right now. Alright, so again, that's going to be the top 5 playbooks here in college football 25. Let me know down below in the comments what playbooks I missed. I've dropped a couple of videos so far, shorts, whatever it is, on this topic, and there's a great debate on Twitter, on TikTok, everywhere. So I want to bring it to YouTube. What do you guys think? Which playbooks are you guys enjoying? Again, like I said in the intro, there's a lot of really good playbooks, but you know, if you want to win every game, which I hope all of you want to, that's really what I try to focus on teaching, is trying to win every game. You want to be in something that can be very versatile in the number of plays you have, the number of route combos, but also can punch the ball in the red zone. Auto motion plays, RPOs, are really good in this game, and so a lot of those are sprinkled into a lot of these playbooks. But I'd encourage you guys to go ahead, subscribe to victoryformation.gg if you guys want to check out my game plan. I'll be dropping the secret sauce on this UCLA bunch coming soon over there. But make sure to check out the video on the screen where I break down 3 defensive secrets that will make you elite early in college football 26. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.